What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And I came out today to make my video, and my neighbors across the street who are black, they're out there working on their car, and they know that I come out and make my videos in the afternoon after work, and my gut tells me they might be a Russian asset. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, today I went to a doctor's appointment just for a checkup. And found out my insurance switched. They was going to charge me this huge deductible. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, doc, you got to be a Russian asset. If you ain't going to take care of me without a copay and without no deductible, that's anti-American. You got to be a Russian asset. You know, it's weird. It's crazy, man. These Russians are all around. Almost every situation, most likely Russians are involved. I ate some burritos and some chili peppers and woke up in the middle of the night with the bubble guts. And I said to myself, those burritos and those chinchillas and all of them beans probably has been infiltrated by the Russians. Only Russian beans and chili like that will give me gas after staying up and eating it 3 a.m. See? It's the Russians. It's the Russians. This poor education that's going on around the United States right now in democratically ran cities. It ain't the Democrats' faults. They Russian agents. And I might be serious about that one. See, so you see where I'm going with this? Hillary Clinton comes out the other day and just accuses Kelsey, I think her name is Galbraith, of being a Russian asset. Now I'm like, what? What proof? What anything do you have to say this? I mean, the Democrats are the most McCarthyism type group ever. They just slap any type of title on you, regardless whether it's the truth or not. Russians, just smack it on it. We lost an election, smack Russia on it. We did this, we did that, smack Russia on it. That's what they do. Anybody who opposes them or they can't beat with ideas or policies, just go ahead instead of it's either one of two things: sprinkle a little racism or sprinkle a little bit of Russia on it. And they are using Russia for every occasion. Now, Hillary went a little too far when she did that because, see, even the left wing in the tank for Hillary media had to step back and go, did she just call Kelsey a Russian? I'm not sure about that one. I think she might have went a little too far, and she did. She's always going too far because she couldn't take the butt kicking she got in 2016. Now, I hope they get it. I hope they see, okay, just as easy and as quick as this woman just threw that title on Kelsey, a Russian agent. You don't think they did the same thing to the president? They know those type of tactics of McCarthyism by claiming someone that you can't beat or don't like and just say, you know what, you're probably a Russian asset, which makes you a traitor in a sense. That's the tactic of the left. We're not going to sit back and give you ideas, logic, reasoning, debate, none of that. Just call you a whole bunch of names, and when in doubt, if those names can't tar your reputation, then I'm going to hit you with the worst possible thing you can be called: a traitor to your country. Kelsey, been in the military, decorated, vet, all of that stuff, congresswoman, sitting senator, I think, and then she just throws it out there recklessly. Defamation of character, man. And yet, people still running around thinking Donald Trump had something to do with the Russians. Come on, man. Just as easily as she did that, she did it with Trump. And the funny part, the irony of this all, only person got all the connections to Russia is Hillary. I'm thinking to myself, you just called Kelsey and some other lady a Russian asset when you were in multiple videos with Putin. Your husband received money from the Russian government. You paid for Ukrainian and Russian interference in the last election. You signed the Uranium One deal. All of this, you were given money by all these oligarchs to the foundation, the Clinton Foundation, and yet you're just throwing out Russia on everybody else. What that is projection. That's all it is. It is that person who is a criminal or crook, so they don't trust nobody. It's that person who lies all the time, so they say, yep, that person's probably lying. It's the person who cheats all the time, and then your lady's phone ring, and it's like, who's that? What? It's just my boss. Oh, your boss, huh? Yeah, he always calling it 4 in the afternoon. What's up with that? It's that person. Hillary's running around playing some stupid, silly games and making her whole party look crazy, suspicious, and weird because They still love Hillary. And anybody who still believes she should have been president after watching what she did the other day, you're delusional too. For somebody to listen to that statement she made on that podcast and didn't even hit a roadblock, nothing. She just, it wasn't even like, I'm going to slow down before I make this statement. Threw it out there like it was fact. And the dude on the podcast with her didn't say, well, wait just the minute. Do you have any evidence for this? No. He just chuckled and laughed and let her keep going on because he was just happy Hillary was on his podcast with him. So this is the kind of stuff that the Democrat Party is throwing out. And I know they're trying to distance themselves a little bit from that statement because they realize she just did what we all been doing by claiming Trump was a Russian asset, but to one of our own without no evidence. At least they tried to set it up with the FBI and the CIA and all that stuff, try to put some information out there to show, well, this is why we had to investigate. Hillary didn't set nothing up with that. It came out of complete thin air. It wasn't like, well, after looking at a couple documents and noticing. No, it was just straight up, yeah, the Russians, she's a Russian asset. They're setting her, they're prepping her for it. And I'm thinking, wow. This is what we're living in now? Just throw that on anybody? Racist, homophobe, xenophobe, Russian asset, doesn't matter. Going to the pit, get pulled over by the police officer. What's the problem? Well, you were doing 115 miles per hour. You know what you are? You're a Russian asset. That's what you are. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Just Russia for every occasion. Anyway, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Old Bag of Bones Hill needs to go sit down. I think she's lost every single one of her marbles. They done slid out of her ears, nose, mouth, eyeballs, and they're rolling down the street into the dumpster. That's what's happening. Right down into the sewer. She's lost them. So she needs to go ahead, throw in a moo-moo, and go somewhere and sit down on a porch somewhere, rocking chair. Just go ahead and retire with Bill. Don't be out there still trying to get it done and stay relevant, and you're looking crazy, because you are. Bill's like, I tell you what, man, I don't know what's going on with Hill. She just couldn't take the loss. She hasn't been the same after she lost, man. We didn't talk very much before, but I haven't seen Hill in about 7 months now. Have you? Anyway, you've been talking to Kevin, listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Don't forget, check me out every Wednesday, 7:30 live in Kevin's Corner on YouTube, Facebook, and my radio blog talk show. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. This guy know I'm doing my video riding past on the motorcycle. He's a Russian asset. Anyway, if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's a link in the bottom of this video to do that as well. All you have to do is find it. And don't forget to check out the Stream Tees. Put my name in the promo code. The link is in the bottom. Put Kevin in the promo code. You get a 20% discount. Double check. Make sure you still subscribe. And you set your notifications for all. And then finally, find me on Facebook and the Twitter. All right. And I'm starting to become a little more active on Kevin's Corner Instagram too. All right. God bless. See you next time. Kevin's Corner.